Okay, I said my rant was over, but can I just say, that was awful. That was actually awful. Oh. That was awful. She was like, oh, we can't take appointments over the phone. Not what I was told. And then she did put it on Ask My GP in the end. But she was so... I don't know if I just have bad luck, but like, I feel like I keep getting really rude receptionists that are just really blunt and really sharp and really, like, rude. I'm like, my God. Like, I'm not being funny, but, like, you should be kinder than that. Like, I'm really anxious. A lot of people hate the doctors. I'm one of them. Like, the last thing they want to hear is someone being rude to them at 8 in the morning when they're just trying to phone up about a doctor's appointment. Like, oh, well, we don't do telephone calls, but I guess I can put it on Ask My GP for you. All right, love, calm down. Jesus Christ. By the way, Ask My GP website is shit. Maybe it's just my one, but it's absolutely awful and never works. And I felt like saying that, but obviously I didn't because I'm polite. But I was like, yeah, okay, sorry, thank you. Honestly, why do people work in, like, reception if they're going to be mean? The thing that really got to me was, like, she was like, oh, I can see here you've got medical problems. Is this new or existing? But the way she said it was so, like, I can see you've got problems. It's like, I'm sorry. I know I don't like doctors' phone calls, but Jesus Christ, she could work on her tone just a little bit. Like, I know it can be hard to get the right tone with people, but, like, she was so aggressive. Anyways, I gotta go, but, like, Jesus Christ. I know I look a mess, I'm kind of breathless, but, like, honestly, it's a joke. People wonder why I don't go to the doctors more. Because I've got to list them all on, you have to make a separate appointment for all of them. And they stress me out, and they make everything worse, I swear. Actually trying to get help from them is like trying... Oh my God. It's like trying to extract blood from a stone. Oh my God. This can't just be me. Does anyone ever get like headaches where it goes into your eyeball and then you just... I've been walking into shit. Last time I got one of the really bad migraines, I walked into the artwork in my house because I couldn't see properly. I mean, I can see, I'm just being really... I couldn't see then, but I can see now, but it's just, I'm being really fucking clumsy or whatever. Whatever you call it. Please tell me I'm not the only one that gets like headaches in their eye. You know what I mean? It like starts and then it goes into your eye, and I can tell when it's going to be a bad headache because it starts getting into my eye, like in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it hurts to open my eye. That's why it's like shut. And this one's just about open. I hate it. Like, all the headaches I get, the telltale symbol it's going to be bad is it will go into my eye. Like, I don't mean that my eye hurts. I mean, it's like the pain is inside my eyes. Does anybody get what I mean? Or please tell me somebody else gets this. Like, it hurts to open my eye. That's why it's like shut. And this one's just about open. I hate it. Like, all the headaches I get, the telltale symbol it's going to be bad is it will go into my eye. Like, I don't mean that my eye hurts. I mean, it's like the pain is inside my eyes. Does anybody get what I mean? Or please tell me somebody else gets this. And can someone also tell me why painkillers don't really work anymore? Like, because I don't really take that many, to be honest. Like, I try not to. So, Why? Why don't they work anymore? Anyways, I'm gonna go take some painkillers and pray that this goes away soon. I get headaches all the time, but the worst ones are when, like, shit like this happens and I'm like, why? Hello. So, I've not been very well. Not even in, like, a sickness way, like, in, like, a overall body issue way. I don't know how to describe it. Chronically ill way, maybe. I think is the best way to describe it, because I'm not sick as in contagious sick. I just feel like absolute crap. Chest pains, headaches, lightheadedness, dizziness. Oh, the list could go on. I've tried contacting the doctor over the last day. Been waiting 2 days for the doctors, basically. But to no avail. So that's fun. Oh, and it is the 8th of February, 2024. A Thursday. Anyways, I'm gonna go make myself a drink. 9:28 on the 8th of February again. 2024, and I just got a sharp, really sharp chest pain as I breathed in and out. Really, it was like a jab. It was sharp. Oh, it hurts. Been getting these sharper chest pains recently. Been more out of breath recently, hot flushes. More fatigued. Just not doing great. Just hurts. I've been waiting for the doctors and no one's contacted me, so that's fun. Hurts. It sucks. I am 21, nearly 22 in like 10 days, and I just feel like I'm not doing barely anything at the moment. It just hurts. Hello, it's 11:42 on the 8th of February, 2024. Just downstairs making a drink. I keep getting like breathless, and these sharp chest pains and hot flushes and fun times. You can see my face is even flushed. And my chest feels weird. And I got a heartbeat in my throat. I sat down to go for a wee a minute ago, and I felt myself go a bit like breathless, and I felt my heartbeat in my throat, and I can't tell if my heart's beating faster, but it feels weird. It just feels weird. It all feels weird. My mum and me were talking, and she's saying that if the doctors don't get back to me, maybe going down casualty soon, because it's chest pains and breathlessness and lightheadedness and fatigue, and I get symptoms like this anyways, but not this feels different. You know what I mean? These chest pains are what's alarming me the most, and I feel weird-headed. I get weird-headed a lot. but it's the chest pains that's getting to me. It's not bad enough that, like, I'm like, quick, call an ambulance. Like, it's not that kind of panic, but it's sort of just, like, concerning, you know? Like, it's not the type of pain where I'm like, quick, call an ambulance, it's more the type of pain that I'm like, that's not good, you know what I mean? As you guys know from the channel, I struggle with lightheadedness and temperature regulation anyways, but it's the fact that I've been getting more frequently and chest pains, and I feel weird right now. I had a migraine earlier, but I get migraines and headaches anyway, so that's nothing new, but it's the chest pains and the breathlessness that is getting to me. Like, again, I get out of breath very easily, I'm tired out very easily, but it's the chest pains that are making alarm bells go off, because I've got chest pains from anxiety. These don't feel like them. These feel sharper, these feel deeper. Unless they've changed, but I know what it feels like to be anxious. This doesn't feel like it. I could be just laid in my bed and my chest will just be like hurting. And earlier, it was like a proper sharp jab. It wasn't the type of pain that, like I said, it wasn't the type of pain where I was like, quick, call an ambulance, like, it was more sort of like, that's not good, you know? And I've contacted the doctor the other day, nearly the other day, at 12 o'clock it'll be the other day, and they haven't got back to me, and they were just rude to me, the receptionist, so didn't even tell me when they'd contact me, just will contact you, which was great. Honestly, my mum was literally saying, well, do you want your dad to drop you down casualty tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, but last time I was down A&E, I waited there for hours, got a migraine, and nothing happened. Like, yeah, say you take me down casualty, right? Last time I went down A&E, I was there for hours and got no answers. But I do regret not going the day it happened. The day it happened with the mass, I should have called an ambulance. I regret that to this day. But I don't want to sit down A&E just to be told nothing or to be spun in circles. Last time was so distressing. I left with the biggest migraine, and I was there from like 4 till about late at night. It was like 11 o'clock, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 12. Maybe 11. I was there for hours. And I don't really want to spend my day sat down A&E just to be. And another friend of mine suggested, why don't you ring 111? Last time I rang 111, I got sent in so many circles. It was not fun. I just spent the evening and the day. Was it? I can't even remember if I started in the evening or the day. I'm so terrible with dates, guys. I'm sorry, but I just remember being sent in fucking circles with 111. And I don't want to do that again. And like, yeah, it's not the type of pain where I'm like, quick, call an ambulance, like that's a waste of resources. But it is the type of pain where I do want to see a doctor, you know, and I do want someone to check I'm okay. Check my, I don't know, my heart, my blood pressure, check my lungs. I don't think it's my lungs because it's like here. It's like here on my chest. so I don't think it's my lungs, but I could be wrong. I don't know. If you want to know what Madalada Munden's been up to with their days, literally most of it in bed. Not gonna lie to you. Even if I can't sleep, just trying to rest up, and I keep getting really... Sorry, I grabbed the wrong milk and it threw me off. I keep getting these symptoms and I just don't feel good, and I have cancelled plans with people and I feel guilty about it because I'm like, yeah, technically you can hang out with me, but I wouldn't be much fun right now, I promise you. Like one of my friends wanted me to go on a day trip, kinda, like a trip somewhere, and I had to be like, I'm sorry, my chest is hurting, and I felt so guilty. And then another friend wanted to hang out with me, and I had to say again, I'm sorry, my chest is hurting, I don't feel well. Another day, been barely replying to people, and I feel guilty because I'm like, technically yes, I could turn up to the plans, I can walk, I can talk, but like, I wouldn't be much fun. And someone's invited me out for the weekend, and I'm literally like, I keep getting faint and chest pains. The last thing I want is to be in some club and get faint. That just sounds dangerous. No, thank you. You know. But hopefully a doctor will get back to me soon. And my birthday's soon, and I don't want to be like this for my birthday. I know I've been anxious about my birthday, but like, come on. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like this in general, but on my birthday, like, I really hope they can discover what's going on with me before the 18th of February, you know? Something that might be unrelated but worth mentioning is I've also been getting, like, uterus cramps. If I get them a lot, I've been getting them anyways. Oh, that was like a little jab, like there, as I was talking. Yeah, I'm gonna go rest now, but that's just a little note I wanted to add, that I've been getting like cramps, but I've literally just, TMI, but I've just had my period, so that's normal for me. I get cramps before, during, after, basically all the bloody time. They couldn't even figure out that mystery, so I don't know why I'm expecting them to figure out what the fuck's wrong now, but fingers crossed. Hello, I've slept most of the day, but not being funny. Waiting for that GP to call is like waiting for blood to appear from a stone, because like I've called them Wednesday and I've heard literally nothing, and I tried to do that Ask My GP shit and it ended up being like the wrong thing and saying there was no request put on and just being really confusing, so I gave up because I was like, I don't care for any patients, what the fuck? So I think I've logged into the wrong thing. Don't even know how or what or why, but that's a thing. No one's got back to me, and it's honestly really upsetting. And I went to call, and I just thought, what's the point? It's nearly the weekend. It's 5 o'clock at night. No one's gonna see me at 5 o'clock at night. I'm gonna have to wait all weekend. This is what I don't like about, like, they didn't even tell me, like, a time of when they'd ring. They're just like, oh yeah, they'll ring you. Okay, keep your lines clear. I've not taken any phone calls if I can help it. And I've kept my lines clear all weekend. Just for nothing. Not all weekend, all 3 days, you know what I mean? I'm messing up my words because I'm upset. But now they close on a weekend, so upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. I went to call them up and be like, oh, am I even on your service? But I thought, no, they won't accept me because it's not 8 in the morning. But when you do call up at 8 in the morning, you just get fucking attitude and spoke to you like shit. And then told to wait. And it's been 3 fucking days. 3 days. But anyways, I'm not being funny. But it gets to a point where, like, I'm just like, what the hell? They're not gonna call me now. It's way too late. They're not gonna call me. I know it. And then I have to wait all weekend. And then maybe try and call up again on Monday morning. Just to get the same fucking attitude, probably. Oh, have you tried our online services? Your online services are bullshit. And I hate it so much. Like, yes, online services can be good, but not when they don't work. And also, you should have multiple avenues because there's different people in this world. Like, there's people that will, like, find it easier over the phone. Or there's people that will find it easier just to, you know, book it in person. Or there's people that will find it easier to, like, use your online services that don't work, you know, like, and it's not like I can't use a computer, like, I'm fully capable of using a computer. It's just the fact that their website is never working, always wrong, confusing, and then they're like, oh, have you tried our online services? Your online services are a bunch of beep, you know? Oh, and then when you do call up ridiculously early in the morning to try, they're like, oh, sorry, our phone lines are clogged. Yeah, because you're asking everyone to call at the same fucking time. And then you wait, and you wait, and you get a call back from a rude receptionist. It's just like, oh, what are you calling us up for? Not like that, but basically you might as well fucking say that. And then it's like, you wait 3 days and still hear nothing and have to wait all over the weekend. That'll be 5 days. And it's just giving me deja vu to when, like, I had to deal with the doctors last time. And I wonder, oh, why do I put off the doctors? I keep saying I'll message the doctors and then I never do. It's because they're just nothing but stress. They're nothing but stress. Like, and what's this going to lead to? Them probably just sending me in another bunch of circles and spinning me on my way. That's what it seems to be like. And I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I get the NHS is overrun and underfunded, but Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, you know? My baby lady and my brother are with me right now. So that's comforting. Look at her. I actually smacked her with my phone because I didn't realise she was jumping up. And my phone was there. I'm sorry, my girl. Oh. She's my clingy baby. I know I look a mess right now, but yeah. Hello people, it is now the 10th of February 2024 at about 4:47 in the morning. I haven't slept, I can't sleep. Fun times. I'm making some toast because I want toast, don't know why. I'm tired but my brain won't switch off. I've been listening to music and now I'm going to continue watching How I Met Your Mother because it gives me nostalgia. I'm so tired. It'll be fine. As for my health, still not great. I get breathless when I bend, I've noticed. Not good. My chest hasn't been great. I'm tired because I haven't slept, but yeah, my coordination's kind of going a bit iffy because I haven't slept, but it's all good. Trying to rip this tea bag one-handed. Hold on. Oh, did it. Yeah, health-wise, I mean, I'm not the worst, but I'm not great. Doctor's never got back to me and it's the weekend now, so that means I have to wait all weekend. Do you get deja vu? Anyways, oh, that's my toast. I'm gonna go, but yeah, hopefully I hear from the doctors soon. I actually want to elaborate on the breathlessness. and the bending, because I bent over to show my mum something on my phone, and I noticed the more I was bent down, the more I was getting like breathless, and I picked up something off the floor, and I noticed it made me breathless. I don't know, it just doesn't, it seems like when I get to about like here, it gets like tight here. I can feel it here get tight, and it gets like harder. Like the lower I go, the tighter my chest gets, and I don't know why, and it's not great. Like, this is such a weird thing to do, but like, I'm trying to show you that like, it just gets tighter, like the lower I go. I don't think that's normal, and yeah. And then my chest started hurting more. Like I was showing my mum something on my phone, and I like leant back up, and I was like, oh, and I was like that, and it sucked. So yeah, I want to see a doctor and find out what the fuck's going on with that, because you know. Here my toes just now. Literally just been 2 seconds since I did that bendy thing on my chest, just doing a sharp jab. The sharp jab pain. I'll show you where. Here. It's like a sharp jab. I'm breathless. Not breathless, what's the word? Breathy, whatever it's called. So yeah, jab here. That's not normal. Why is that happening? This is why I want a doctor. Because yeah, it's not like calling an ambulance. Sure, I'm fine, I'm talking, I can breathe. It just hurts. Especially when I breathe in more deeper. If I was to go, it's like tightness, and it hurts here, and I want to know why. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd rather a doctor tell me it's nothing than it become an issue. This has been going on for about 2 weeks. And the reason why I'm putting off a doctor is because they suck. So, yeah. It hurts. Here. Jabby pain. And I want to know why. Because yeah, I'm fine. I can breathe. I'm talking. I'm stood here. I'm conscious. It's not like I'm like, can't speak through the pain. But it's not normal. And I want to know what's going on with me. You know? And another thing I want to mention is I get back pain as well, like in the centre. Like here, sometimes at the same time as in my chest, but I get backache a lot, but it's like a different pain in the centre, here, at the same time here. Sometimes I get like a belly pain, but the thing is, I get chronic pain, so I get pain all the time, right? I get pain all over my body, so I can't tell what's to do with this and what's to do with this new stuff, but I know that the breathiness and like, I mean, I get out of breath a lot, sure, because I get tired a lot, because I got cerebral palsy, and I got fibromyalgia, well, in keeping with, you know, but it's really bad that I can't even, like, bend without getting breathless. I sat on the toilet to go for a wee, and I got breathless. You know, I've been getting more tired, more out of breath, and, like, yeah, I get tired and out of breath, but this is getting more and more. The sharp jab pains are what are getting to me. I'm like, that is not normal. I want to know. If it is nothing, cool, at least I found out. But I want to double check with a doctor. Because I don't just want to keep ignoring it. Especially because it hasn't gone away. And like, I don't want to live like this. It sucks. Yeah, I have chronic fatigue anyways, but this is even worse. This is awful. Yeah. Yeah, I want to find out why my chest is hurting. And if it's nothing, but I want to double check, you know? Hello. Why is the lighting so bad? It is Saturday, the 10th of February, 2024. Barely got any sleep. My head feels like it's full of pressure. My chest has been hurting all night. And I've barely got any sleep. When I tried to sleep, I was laying on my tummy like I usually do, and my chest was hurting me. And I just couldn't sleep and couldn't switch off. I managed to get the teeniest bit of sleep a little bit ago. After walking into town for a bit, the walking got easier as I went on, but it still sucked. My chest feels like really just weird. I have a pressure in my head. And I really want to know what the fuck's wrong with me, because I just feel my chest just doesn't feel right. I don't feel right. I've barely slept, and my chest hurts and feels weird, and my head has this weird pressure in it, and my chest hurts. My back a little bit. I'm just like, I just want to know what the fuck, you know? Yeah, it's 10th of February 2024 at about 1-ish. My chest just feels tight and weird. And I want to know why. And I won't find out why because it's a fucking weekend. My friend wants to meet later on. So I'm just resting up, and I might make a cup of tea, and I'm hoping I feel better soon. Yeah. Saturday the 11th of February 2024, literally 12 in the morning, just turned 12 in the morning. I haven't slept at all the previous night. I am so tired. I got the briefest little falling asleep moments throughout today. Like I would just fall asleep and then I'd get pounced on by a dog or woke up by a child. I am so tired. It's unbelievable. I hate when I get like this because even though I haven't slept, I can't switch off. I've been trying to fall asleep all day and I just can't. And I hate this. Like, it's worse when you're overtired, but you can't sleep. And I've got earache currently, which is great. And I've got chest ache, which is great. And I've had horrible lower backache and upper backache, but my lower backache was so painful earlier. I've had leg ache. I've just been in a lot of pain today. And I'm very, very, very tired, if you can't tell. Like, very tired. But I can't sleep and it's driving me nuts. I've been trying to sleep and I just can't. I am so restless and I don't know what to do. I am so tired, but I can't sleep and I hate it. I hate it so, so much. I don't know what to do. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep and I don't know what to do. I've tried it. I've tried just laying there and hoping I fall asleep. It isn't working. I've tried so many things. Going on a walk. Oh, I've tried tiring myself out. I've tried so much and I just can't fall asleep. And it sucks. I've tried calming lighting. I've tried like so many things today to just fall asleep and I can't. So that's fun. I've tried counting. I've tried watching a video. I've tried so many things and I just cannot fall asleep. As for the chest pain updates, I've been getting the sharp jabby pains and I've been breathless still, and I've had backache like I said, I've had pressure in my head, and I've had symptoms of being extremely sleep deprived, which I know is separate because I can't sleep. I've had horrible backache. I am so tired, it's unbelievable, but can I fall asleep? No. And it looks like it's going to do the same thing, and I really don't want to be awake for like 2 days in a row. I think my record is like 3, and I don't want to get to that because it's awful. And I don't want to get to my record because I remember it was fucking hell on earth. So I hope I fall asleep soon. I've made myself a cup of tea, which you might be thinking caffeine and you're trying to fall asleep, but it doesn't get to me like that. Like, I don't know what it is. Coffee literally makes me feel like I've been poisoned, and I just like have the worst stomachache ever and like pass out, like, and I feel like I've been poisoned and I'm like rolling around in bed. Like, for some reason caffeine does the opposite effect. It's supposed to make you more awake, and I'm just there like and I don't know why. It's weird. Yeah, every time I've had like caffeine, it just makes me really like weirdly weird. I'm starting to think it's the caffeine, because I was researching it. There's caffeine in fizzy drinks. That was so weird for my sleep deprived head just then. There's, oh, that hurts my chest. Bending down to get a bloody plate because I'm making some toast for my mum, but I just, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think it's the caffeine that my stomach doesn't like. I think it's caffeine because there's fizzy drinks in caffeine, what? There's caffeine in fizzy drinks and there's caffeine in coffee, but I can drink tea, but tea probably has a lower caffeine than fizzy drinks and coffee. And saying that, I do constantly have a dodgy stomach, and I'm starting to think I'm like lactose intolerant, because I've noticed the pattern between excessive dairy and my tummy being really not my friend, and I'm hoping that's not the case, but I'm starting to think it might be the case. And I fucking, it's so bad, but my dogs are fighting, by the way, if you can hear that. Not like actual fighting, like play fighting. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I know it's bad, but I love dairy so much, and like I know there's alternatives out there, but like that's like, you know, I'm a massive fan of like cheese and milk and all that shit, and it's like please don't be lactose intolerant. But I know there's alternatives, but like, you know what I mean? That would just suck, but I know there's alternatives, so it's not the end of the world, but like, it's probably better for, well, it is better for the planet, and it's probably better for me, but like, I don't want to be lactose intolerant, but I have a feeling I am. I have a feeling I have a thing about caffeine, because of the fizzy drinks and the coffee, and my stomach's always upset anyway, so I drink a lot of tea. Yeah, I've quite an angry stomach a lot of the time, and I'm starting to think it's because of the caffeine and the dairy, which are like, no, you know, but it's just one of those things, you know, but yeah, anyways, I'm going to finish what I'm doing, because I'm getting distracted. I'm so tired, but I know if I lay down I won't sleep. Oh, hell. Hello, today is the 12th of February, 2024, at about 12 o'clock at night. Just figured out what outfit I'm wearing for my piercing tomorrow, getting my belly button pierced, my navel piercing. I'm very excited because it's like an early birthday present. Woo! But, an update on my health. My chest was really good yesterday. The best it's been in a while. It did hurt a little bit badly for some parts of the day, but it's better. I can bend and be less breathless, which is good, and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better than I was, which is good. I can bend and it's still a little bit tight, but it's not as raspy, which is good. And in my chest, it's been better. It's been better. So that's a good sign. Also, I did get some sleep, so that was good. Yeah, things are getting a little bit better so far. Hello, 12th of February, about 11 in the morning. But it's, I got a phone call back from the doctor, so it's good news, like, that they called me back. They phoned me at 8 in the morning, but I was asleep. Oops, and I didn't hear my phone. Oops. See, the thing with me is, I struggle to get to sleep, but once I'm asleep, good luck waking me up. But they called me back, and it was a nurse. She was lovely, like, really lovely, and I appreciate it, because I've had my fair share of people being rude to me at medical practices, and I'm a bit sick of it, to be honest. Like, unless someone's rude to you, and I'm not rude to them, don't be rude to me. I'm always polite, I'm always kind. Even when they're being assholes to me, I'm nice. But for some reason, people want to talk to me like shit at medical practices, and I hate it. But she was lovely. She was a nurse, and she was talking to me, obviously. And we had a phone call, and she said, it's hard to say over the phone, but if I get any more severe cardiac symptoms, call 999. But to me, like, in my view of 999, I was like, but I can talk, I can breathe, I'm conscious, why am I calling 999? Like, that's a waste of resources, right? But no, because I have cardiac symptoms, and I have congenital cerebral palsy and fibromyalgia, they can cause heart problems, but it's mainly the CP that she's like, that's a massive thing for heart problems, is my CP. And basically, even though I'm 21, 22 on Sunday, but even though I'm 21, because I'm getting cardiac symptoms that are severe, it could be a cardiac problem. They're going to do an ECG, but if I call an ambulance when it's happening, they can do it as it's happening, like a cardiac reading as it's happening, which makes sense. But yeah, if it happens again, call an ambulance. They can do an ECG reading of my heart, but they're going to also book me in for an ECG. But the problem is, if my heart isn't acting up when they do the ECG, it might not show. So it's better to have it when there's an attack happening, because my chest has been weird, but it's getting these sharp pains only, like the really, really sharp ones are like spaced out. So, and also my breathlessness has gotten better, which is good. It's brilliant news. I'm happy about that, but also it's going to be harder to monitor now because I'm not getting the same breathlessness I was before. I'm still breathless, but I'm used to being breathless, but it was a different kind of breathlessness. Anyways, yeah, so that's good. They're going to do an ECG. Sorry, my tummy rumbled. I'm hungry. I'm going to do ECG, which is good. Check my heart, check it's all good. It could be gastrointestinal, though. I do get tummy problems. And as me and the nurse were saying, that was my thumb, by the way, sorry. But as me and the nurse were, like, kind of saying, the nurse said, and then I, like, agreed. With my chronic pain and, like, my other health issues, it's really hard to tell when it's just me and when it's something that should be checked out. But she said I did the right thing, because sharp cardiac pain is a no-no, you know? Which is obvious, but, you know. And I'm at risk of heart problems because of my cerebral palsy, and I should get my heart checked out, which makes perfect sense. Hopefully they'll be able to tell me what's going on. I hope I don't have a heart condition. I really hope not. But it's good for them to check my heart and check I'm okay, you know? But if it happens again, like severe, call an ambulance, which makes sense. But I was nervous too, because, like, I was talking and still could breathe, but the nurse said even if you can breathe and talk, doesn't mean you're not having cardiac problems, you know? So, yeah. That's my little update. They'll text me an appointment for my ECG probably next week. Sorry, my tummy keeps rumbling, if you can hear that, I'm so sorry. But I have been slightly better over the past 2 days. I'm trying to keep myself calm, because I've noticed when I get stressed, it can get triggered / worse. Like, I got stressed yesterday and my chest started really hurting, and I was really struggling with my breathing again, and it almost felt like borderline panic attack, but it didn't. It was like a weird mix between like panic attack feelings and like not. So that's what I mean. Like, I've had a panic attack before. I know what a panic attack feels like. I know what fighting one feels like. But it was like weird. It was like, it didn't feel like it could have been a panic attack, but it didn't feel like a typical panic attack for me. The thing is, I could just be having panic attacks that are just presenting differently. I've had panic attacks before, but yeah, the thing is, it was different, and that's why I got a doctor. And the nurse said I did the right thing. The nurse said it was smart of me to contact the doctors, because they can check my heart and just check I'm, not having heart issues. Which I really, oh my god, I really don't want heart issues. But it's good for them to check, But with my fibromyalgia, she was saying the reason why they haven't given me a diagnosis is because it's very hard. They just have to go off the symptoms, and I read the fibromyalgia book. I have every single symptom, so no wonder they gave me the label. My nan has it as well, so genetic link. My dad has psoriasis, which is like an autoimmune skin thing, which is another link for some reason. I have every symptom in the fibromyalgia book, but it's always good to, she said, even though I have these health problems of like CP and fibro, it's still good to check out anything new, because yeah, it could be CP and fibro, but it could also be something else. So it's good to check. So I'm glad they called me back, and I will let you guys know about the ECG. Or if I have to call an ambulance, obviously. Hope not. I really don't want to call an ambulance. But my mum did say I looked really pale and really like something was wrong. So, But we didn't call an ambulance because, again, I was talking and I was still technically breathing. Yeah, it was harder, but I was still breathing. So that's why I didn't call an ambulance. And, okay, I know cardiac chest pains are a no-no. I know this. If it was someone else, I think I'd have been a bit more like, you need medical attention. But I'm very hard on myself. I'm like, yeah, but if I call an ambulance and it's a waste of their time and resources because it wasn't my heart, you know what I mean? But it's also good to double check. Like the nurse said, like, even though you're only 21, call an ambulance because of your cerebral palsy. It can cause heart problems. So, yeah, which I researched into. It can cause heart problems. I'm at risk of heart problems because my body is basically overworking itself all the time. So my heart is working harder than it should. Because obviously if my whole body's working harder, my heart's working harder. So it can cause heart problems. But I'm trying to keep calm. I've got a piercing for an early birthday present at 1 o'clock. And I'm excited to get that done. But I've noticed I was getting excited and I felt my chest getting like tight and painful. I've noticed strong emotion, stress, excitement can make me go like, ooh, ow. But I'm glad that when I bend, I'm not breathless anymore. That's good. And I'm glad that when I sit on the toilet, I'm not breathless anymore. That's also good. But it was also a bit like, why was that happening? Was that a separate thing? Was that the same? But I was getting out of breath and the chest pains yesterday before I took a shower, and it was quite bad, but it went away. I was kind of worried I'd like faint in the shower or something, but I didn't, luckily. It was a bit stupid to take a shower feeling like that, but I felt better after for having a shower. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to you guys when I have more information, because I feel like I'm just rambling on about the same stuff. But I'm just glad they got back to me, and I know I sound all like happy and cheery, because you know what, I am relieved that they called me back, because I was worried when I missed the phone call. I was like, oh fuck, got to ring them tomorrow now, but luckily they rang me back, because it's quite important, because it's my heart, I just realised with all the excitement of my new belly piercing, I never finished updating. The doctors called me right before my appointment to get my piercing, and about an ECG, and they've booked it in for the 15th of February 2024 at 9:40 in the morning, so that's good. So I'll be getting it done this week. I'll be getting a ECG and a blood test, which is good. And if obviously before then it gets severe, then just ring an ambulance. But hopefully I'll get my ECG done. But the problem with getting an ECG done is when they do the reading, it might not show up if my heart's just being normal versus when it's like the sharp pain, if that makes sense. But I've got an ECG booked for the 15th, so that's Thursday. So hopefully no bad news before my birthday, but hopefully they know what's wrong and they can fix it if it is bad news. But also hopefully I'll get answers. I'm hoping it's not my heart and it'll be one thing checked off, but if it is, I hope it's something that they know what to do, you know? But yeah, I'll be getting an ECG and a blood test. They phoned me up literally as I was walking to my appointment for my belly. It's an early birthday present and I love it. I'm just resting it because, like, obviously I don't want to move around too much because when you move, your belly moves, and I'm trying to just let my piercing settle. But I love it. But that's not what this vlog's about, but I love it. And yeah, I'm just gonna rest. And I will speak to you guys when I have more updates. But yeah, ECG on the 15th. Hopefully it all goes well. I've never had an ECG before. I'm a bit nervous, but it should be fine. From what I've gathered, an ECG is where they put the stickers on your chest and back. I think that's what an ECG is, and they, like, read it on the... I know what it is, but like how the process, you know what I mean? Like how they do the process. I'm pretty sure it's just stickers. Stickers, you know what I mean? Yeah, it should be fine. And I've had so many blood tests at this point, and like, I'm just like, as long as I'm not looking at it, go for it, you know? I mean, I just had bloody this done, so if I'm nervous about a blood test, this didn't actually hurt. It was just pressure and no sharp pain, just pressure, and it was done. But I did get lightheaded. I got lightheaded getting up and down, up and down, up and down, but a little bit, and then I got lightheaded afterwards. But I get lightheaded anyways. I'm prone to getting lightheaded, and I was getting lightheaded before the piercing, like because I was getting up and down off the bed. For me, sometimes when I literally stand, sit, it can make me lightheaded. Just once, never mind doing it multiple times, and laying down, getting up, laying down, getting up, it can make me lightheaded. But I had a lollipop afterwards, and I was fine. Also, I'm pretty sure I've left my gauze. What? Not gauze. What are they called? Cotton thingies, cotton square thingies for my piercing. I'm pretty sure I left them behind, which is annoying. But oh well. But yeah, I'm feeling alright. I'm just waiting for my TV to load so I can watch some TV, but it's not. Got an ECG, and I will update you when I have more information on that ECG. I don't really know what to wear to an ECG. Obviously, like a bra, but apart from that, I don't even know if you take your shirt off or they just stick it under your shirt. I don't know how they do it, so, but I'm guessing it's just on my chest, and I think my nan said my back as well, but it should be fine. Hopefully it all will go well, and I'll let you guys know when I have an update on the ECG. Also, can I just add that the person that talked to me on the phone was really lovely, and like, I'm so used to them being rude to me at this point that I was like, 2 medical professionals were nice to me in one day. I think one was a receptionist, but normally they're really rude, the receptionist. The nurse was nice to me, and the receptionist person was nice to me. I think they were a receptionist. But they were nice to me, and I'm not used to it, and I'm genuinely not used to them being nice to me. I don't know why they're rude to me. I'm literally always nice to them, never like rude. I'm just polite, but for some reason they like to talk to me like shit. But those two were lovely, and I really appreciate it, honestly. Especially because, right, not being funny, when someone's ringing you up, like the doctors, when someone's ringing the doctors, they're probably already anxious, probably already, going through stuff. So to be rude to them, why? Like, you shouldn't be rude to people anyways, but when they're phoning the doctors, they're clearly phoning for a reason, and being rude to them I don't think's, like, fair, Like, when I ring up the doctors, I'm really anxious and nervous, and, like, when I get phone calls from doctors, I'm anxious and nervous. So to have a lovely conversation is so much better than, like, and I'm like, why do some of them do that? Like, if you're gonna work in medical care, you've got to have some compassion. Yeah, people are assholes, I will admit. People can be assholes, and people can really be horrible to medical professionals, and I don't understand it. But if someone's, like, off the bat nice to you, and you're just, like, horrible, what? I don't agree with it either way. I don't think you should be rude to patients. I don't think the patient should be rude to you. But I just would say they were lovely, and it was really nice, because I'm so used to them being rude. So that was really nice. It's 14 minutes past 10 on the 12th of February 2024. My chest is hurting a bit sharper, but I'm hoping it doesn't get worse, because I don't fancy calling an ambulance, to be honest. I don't fancy calling an ambulance, you know what I mean? It makes me feel anxious, which probably isn't helping, but a little bit sharp. Hopefully it stays right. Not too bad. My chest is starting to hurt again. Quite badly.
Really bad? Tell me and I'll call 999.
The voice in the video is my little brother, Tristan. Oof. That's a little bit. I don't want to call an ambulance. Ow. I don't want to call an ambulance. That's scary. Ow, ow. It's quite sharp. I don't want to call an ambulance. I feel a bit lightheaded. I hate the idea of, like, say, I call an ambulance, right, they get here and then they're like, what a waste of time. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that is bad.
Ow. Tristan's making me laugh and my chest hurts. Ow. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I'll call them if you really need it.
Thanks, Tristan.
Oh.
Some little bit of stomach acid came with my throat and I burped a couple of times. Don't know if that's related, but...
It comes to me today.
Tristan. I don't know if it's related, but the nurse did say it could be gastro. But normally I don't burp when I get these chest pains. So I don't know if that's just I'm just burping on top of it or it's all related, who knows, but I just burped a couple of times.
That's not good.
And a bit of stomach acid came up. Like bile, you know what I mean? That like acid stuff. But another worry of mine is if it gets bad enough and I call an ambulance and then by the time the ambulance gets here it stops, then that would also worry me. Because then I've called them out there and then nothing, then it stops, you know.
You would tell them though.
Yeah, that's true, Tristan.
Because what if they thought you were just as a prank?
But yeah,
So,
I keep burping, so I hope that that's related and I'm gonna be okay. I've literally burped like 10 times in a row. I feel sick. This is so gross. I hate burping. I am trying not to burp on camera because I'm aware it's gross. I just keep burping. It's in like a row. Just burp, 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 burp. Ow. If I don't laugh, I cry. So one thing after the other one with me, I swear. I did this when I was 11 once. I'm trying not to burp. Hold on. I did this when I was 11 once. I just had to stop and burp a bunch. I did this when I was 11 once, and my mum had to take me to the doctors because I spent all night burping and hiccuping at the exact same time. And I was like crying, and she took me to the doctors. I was like 11 years old, and I was just burping and crying all night. And I felt really sick as well. And I remember being really embarrassed. I was like 11 years old in the doctor's waiting room, burping and hiccuping at the same time, and it was like horrible. And I remember my doctor's surgery literally let me sit around the corner because I was so embarrassed because I just could not stop burping. And I felt like hiccuping, burping and hiccuping, and I felt really like disgusting. And I was only 11 years old, bless me, and I was so embarrassed. And I remember the doctor's surgery said like, oh, come along, like come and sit round the corner, because they could tell I was really upset and really embarrassed. I remember going to the doctor and they gave me like Gaviscon and stuff, and I don't even remember what they said caused it, but all I remember was burping and hiccuping literally all night, sleeping on my parents' floor because they had like a mattress thing on the floor at the time, and like crying. And I remember going to the doctor the next day, and because my mum phoned up like, my daughter literally cannot stop burping and hiccuping, you've got to help, that they feel sick, like help. And so we went, and I never found out what it was, but I've had inflamed stomachs and I've had gastro issues since I was literally 11, but then it got worse at 15, 16, and I've had like gastro problems ever since. And literally just now I just could not stop burping. I don't know if it's related to the chest pain, but I haven't been really burping before, so maybe it's just bad timing. But literally keep having to stop and like burp over and over and over again. Isn't that right, Tristan? I keep burping.
Yes, you do. It's starting to annoy me and starting to want to rip apart that burp.
But yeah, we shall see. I couldn't stop burping. Ugh.
If I could stop burping,
That was awful. That was awful. Also, yes, I am clothed. Ugh, ouch. That was my belly button piercing then, because I moved down.
Can you type in mutant?
In a minute, Tristan.
Okay, I'll wait because you have a...
It was making me feel sick.
And you burp a lot. And because I want to be nice.
I kept it off camera, but basically I was just burping again and again and again and again and again and again and again, like multiple times in a row. I couldn't stop. It was awful. Just again and again and again and again and again. And I started to feel really sick. It stopped. I'm laying down and it stopped, which is good, I think. But yeah. Hello. So it's now the 16th of February 2024, 25 minutes past 12 at night. I had an ECG yesterday. It went well. My heart, according to the nurse, appears to look normal. So hopefully that means my heart's alright. But like the other nurse said to me, sometimes it can appear normal if your heart isn't flaring up. But hopefully it's not my heart. They also took my blood tests for stuff like diabetes, thyroid, red blood count, and I can't remember the other thing. And yeah, the ECG was just a bunch of stickers basically, like all over, one on my ankle, like all over my body, on my back, like kind of here and here and here and here and on my ankle and stuff. And it went well. Had to lay still, not talk, and just let it trace what my heart was doing. And apparently, from what she could see, it looked normal, but a GP will look over it and see if there's anything that she couldn't see. But also took my blood, got like 2 vials of it, and now we wait and see what the next steps are. But the nurse there seems to think it could have been anxiety. She said a lot of people get similar symptoms and it's anxiety, but I don't know. But I'm glad it's not my heart, supposedly, hopefully. My heart seems good. And I guess we'll see what the blood results say. And hopefully they'll get back to me soon and then figure out what else they can do to figure out what went wrong. And yeah, hopefully everything will go well. But yeah, the ECG was like pretty straightforward. I didn't get a video because, you know, a bit awkward, but yeah, it was all okay and pretty straightforward. Didn't hurt at all, just stickers, just reading my heart, and it was like this pink paper printed out with like these lines and stuff, and like it was pretty easy and then all done. As for my chest, the last few days it's been pretty good. I did get a sharp pain as I sat up from my ECG, and I was feeling a bit lightheaded and like weird, but that's just typical, honestly. I had like a bit of like sharp pain, but it wasn't too bad. It was like just a little one, so I was like, whatever. If it was like more severe like it was before, like lasting hours, then I would have like obviously been like I gotta go to a hospital, but it was literally just like a sharp pain for a little bit, which makes me think maybe they're right, it's anxiety. But then I didn't feel anxious like mentally, but I know you can be subconsciously anxious, and I'm an overthinker, but yeah, so far so good, to be honest. It seems like my heart's okay. They're testing my blood, and if it is anxiety, if they think it's anxiety, I might ask to go on some medication, and see if that helps, but because I do suffer with anxiety and depression anyways, so it would be good to sort that out anyways. But if they think it's definitely causing chest pains like that, then hopefully I'll get put on some medication or something. But yeah, I think that's all for this health vlog. Yeah, it's been quite an eventful one. Haven't found out what it was, but at least we can supposedly cross off my heart from the list for now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow at Madalada Munden -2 on Instagram, and have a lovely day. Please subscribe if you want to, comment down below if you want to, and I hope you found the video interesting or something, or learned something new, or just enjoyed the update, I don't know, or felt less alone. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye guys, have a lovely day. Hello. It is the Alexa, what day is it today? I think it's the 23rd of February 2024. Currently editing the ECG vlog that you're watching, but wanted to do a quick update because I had a panic attack the other day and it was horrendous, but the pain was up here, like higher in my chest, whereas right now I've got my friend over, so I'm hoping it amounts to nothing, and I've got a literal friend gathering for a late birthday thing tomorrow, so I'm hoping it amounts to nothing. But my chest is killing me. Well, not killing me, that's an over-exaggeration. It's hurting in the centre again, and it's a bit harder to breathe again. I'm hoping it's nothing, because that would suck so bad. I have friends to see tomorrow. My chest is hurting. I'm finding it a bit harder to breathe, but hopefully with some sleep soon I shall be alright. Hopefully. But yeah, that's my little update, and the only reason I'm not calling an ambulance is because it's not as bad, but it is a bit painful. This looks bad. If it gets worse, then I'm going to have to, but I really hope not, because that would suck. Anyways, that was all. I am really tired, so I'm hoping that it's just exhaustion. But my chest is hurting me. In the centre again. When I had my panic attack the other day, it was up high, like here, but it's down here again, like it was the other weeks when I had to go get the ECG. But I am really tired, so I'm hoping I'm just tired. But it's in my back as well a little bit in the centre, and I'm pretending I'm okay because I don't want to worry anyone. And my literal friend gathering is tomorrow, and I've told friends to come over, and now my chest is hurting. Sorry, I was reading a notification. And now my chest is hurting, which is great. But I will see how I feel, and I'm praying no ambulance shall be needed. But it is a bit harder, again, with breathing and stuff, but I can still breathe, it's just harder, so hopefully I'll be okay. Anyways, that is all for this vlog. Bye guys.